I always used to find that such a bleak and lonely song. But
Wow, I'm impressed still. Beneath
oh, really? But
almost every time.
oh,
I didn't sing that one today either. My voice was...
oh,
Sorry, Mr. Mitya, but...
of course I was. Remember?
So, what did Odette...
Elegy of...
Correct. You find my singing boring,
No, that's not it. I swear. All right. I enjoy watching your shows because the exquisite... So, whenever I get stuck at work, Odette's dance during the elegy... That look of sheer... Not that I made a ton of progress in the grand scheme of things.
So what you're saying is...
Unfortunately not. I'm sorry. I don't know which...
Seems like things are getting a little awkward.
Mitya just stepped into a conversational minefield. If there's one thing Vodyanitsa doesn't like, it's people who showed... this meeting was so hard to set up. Don't tell me.
It's fine. I suppose this is... Don't let it bother you.
She's showing a lot of restraint.
Well, I'll be sure to...
Please don't say that. I always love...
I know. I can tell. I'm sure some people can't.
Fair enough.
But you know what I...
Oh, yeah, 100%. There are too many of those people around. By the time they're walking out the door, they've forgotten all about the show.
I don't know if you've heard about the boss of the Iskra manufacturing plant. Box tickets only, premium drinks, even the right...
Well played, Vodyanitsa. Seems...
Now that you mention it, I've interacted with that guy before. I gotta say, everyone holds him up as an example of a benevolent businessman, but... I don't know.
Yeah, he couldn't care less about what's happening on stage. He's just there to flaunt his social status. I hate that I have to prepare programs for... What's the big deal with that factory he runs anyway? I asked around...
Oh, really?
Yep, the things people are saying are pretty damning. Project Stuja has now been extended so many times, we're at the point... If the rumors are true...
Interesting.
What? So...
Who knows? I've only heard the same rumors you have. But the rooster's been coming down on us hard lately, demanding that we track and trace every single batch of Crystal. My coworkers in the Department of Energy have been tearing their hair out over it.
The rooster?
Yeah. Even though there are no restrictions on Crystal trading, the poor will wind up freezing to death if we let the rich buy as much as they want. Looks like we'll need to arrange an investigation into the Iskra manufacturing. I never knew you kept up with current affairs beyond the theater, Miss Vodyanitsa. Most Fae in your position have long been indifferent to the plight.
Well, those of us who choose to live in human cities are naturally I'm just surprised to learn that even someone with as much experience as him is getting so stressed.
This is it.
I'm sure Mitya can sense on some level that she's fishing for information. But since they're...
It's stressing me out too. If I'd only made better progress...
Oh!
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source. Not the power of the Light Realm, and not elemental energy. Right now, the only thing that meets the requirements is the power contained within stellar linchpins. But harnessing that power is costly. Each progress has been painfully slow, and the team is getting burned out as time goes by. Sometimes...
Could it be...
No, it doesn't affect us, because the energy is used for... Okay, I got it. Stop choking me. I think we're all just exhausted.
Seems like
Don't worry about it. I count myself lucky.
So they're trying to develop a completely new kind of energy. Yeah, censored by a scarf. Who would have thought?
Oh, dear. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Let's make up for it next time. We touched on some confidential issues today.
That could have gone...
Nice job. Why was Mitya in such a...
Sorry, routine inspection. Okay.
So he wasn't rushing to get back to work. He must have calculated that Valeri would find him here in exactly 25 minutes.
One of the main duties of the Special Assignments Battalion is to ensure that important...
All right, time for us to get going.
We'll settle our check too.
Oh, hello there. Mr. Mitya. He also asked me to pass on a message.
Wait.
So he knew we were here all along? This raises a lot of questions. Did he deliberately mention the new Maybe his work isn't confidential after all. Maybe the key here is the purpose of this new energy.
here.
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source.
Could that have something to...
What is it? You're making... So, they're trying to develop a new energy source here? Well, Media denied that the energy they're researching is it. And even so, those are it's pretty faint, so it's kind of hard to tell. Sure, Haimon's with you there. But how, though? Oh, great point! They argue about projects. Good idea! Oh, yeah. This one seemed right.
Alosha replied. He says that we won't be able to speak at the Vetcha, but he can arrange for us to attend as visitors. Time to get ready. Then head to the Snezhnograd Vetcha.
Miss Vodi.
Sorry, I'm not... Oh, good. You're here.
Please wait, Miss Vodini.
In summary, period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing. The relevant agencies have assessed the present circumstances and determined that the status quo can be sustained until the next period. It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her a financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report.
They cover the same old ground, and there's a general lack of trust. People aren't...
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just out...
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even...
Okay then. Best-selling street stall...
Order! We will now open the floor to the representatives. If there are no further substantive issues...
Snezhnaya has a long tradition of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents favorably. But recent surveys show that Fatui families in remote areas have... It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now. There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale.
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, true consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative. You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production breaks down? Have you found? And do you even know how long it's been since Snezh...
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd like to bring the focus back to the specific issue I raised. Or do you wish to deny that favorable...
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme, and defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think. But in case you aren't aware, not one jot in my report would change whether
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regraders struck back with style and a war of words ensued. Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded. Who do you support? The people have
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
So surely, their relationship can't...
You two are getting off topic.
Mr. Pantalone.
Oh, please do.
Crystal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new, but I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. The most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience to make drastic adjustments without first considering the risk.
Renowned scholar of finance, with the notorious Lelek still active to this day, should the Rokot be held
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the... As for Lilek, you won't have heard of him yet. He's ending Project Stuja has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones, so whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever...
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelek's methods? Yes, don't...
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right? I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision,
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions, and the commander has always taken a keen interest.
Let us refrain from jumping to conclusions.
My apologies.
There are numerous issues to address here, Nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal.
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the proposal is drafted. In fact, the energy...
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Sviet Lolaidovka's report, and although my focus is mostly on the section about equipment operation, the energy consumption statistics also yield a lot of insights.
Be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local data to determine Crystal quote?
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to corroborate it, no one will be able to fool me.
Very well, then. It appears that this arrangement is acceptable to all parties.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers. Today, the prima donna of the Korailievsky troupe attended a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha in the company of a dashing young man.
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoked.
Now then, if there are no further
Hey, check it out! What made him vote against?
The votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing projects...
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again.
I'll bet Lelek is behind this. I wonder how
Shuganov. I see. Lelek strikes again.
Yes, go, Lelek. Once Project Stuja is defeated...
In accordance with the result of this vote, we debate only for the session.
I have to say, I really wasn't... Well, in principle, as we heard, Project Stuja is based... But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly... I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. He said he's confirmed that there are issues... In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the... But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the Vecha agenda this time. I don't think he's Exactly. And as you... I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice. Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Stuja. At least that way, no one else would be able to... But now, he's already voted against it. Which means... Yeah, no one knows why Lelek is so obsessed with ending Project Stuja.
Lelek must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at... Maybe my next step should be to...
Oh, right. What do you...
Hey, comrade.
I didn't take readings, Harbingers. I just happened...
Ah, Odette must have introduced you.
I'll leave you to catch up.
Sure. Thought it might be fun to check out the Vecha, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler. There's...
Oh, yeah. To some, he's a captivating enigma. To others, he's the bane of their existence. No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokot could cause such a stir. Huh? You want to look into Lelik? Then I'm sure his days of anonymity are numbered. What do you...
Fine by me, I guess. If the in return, it seems fair to let him...
My thoughts exactly. Sharing, head back to Glupov and grab the files on Lelik.
As you command!
In that case, since we're going to be...
One common thread among the many incidents Lelik has been involved in is that the victims are all too... His modus operandi is to silently infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening... So all these files have to offer are short...
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a train...
Yes, and to that point, he often strikes in... If he can get in and out undetected, it's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time. So they switched the focus of the investigation. Careful. Don't underestimate me.
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lelik being human. It's just... there can...
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the... There's no denying that Master is strong.
He's just trying to find a reference point. Stop getting...
But that's the most important thing. In my opinion...
Odette... Yeah, that seems...
Except she's
No, wait a moment. Maybe we should...
What do you mean?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily exonerate her.
Plus, she wouldn't need to be such a pro at cover... Oh, yikes. Still, what reason could Odette...
Arlecchino would be the best person to ask. She knows that Rosaline used to open up to her in private about her struggles with Odette. As I'm sure you can imagine, she gave her some tips on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a... Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. The reason being, her father... That was back before it had been named Project Stuja, when things were still...
Huh. The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to Odette. Is that such a surprise? If you cast your...
Odette's past is no secret. Her father was a Fatui. On the surface, it looks like she followed after her father passed away on a mission. Her mother was overcome with grief. Odette was only interested in ballet at the time. But this per Capitano's policy, family members of Fatui, so regardless of how Rosaline may have felt about it, it fell to her to resolve...
Right, because the alternative would have been a one-off compensation payment, I guess. Still, she must have had mixed feelings about it, right?
It's just a theory. A possibility. But as a motive, that said, I have no idea where Odette's head is at right now. Plenty of people were on bad terms with Rosaline. Yes, but they're...
Yeah, back to Lelik. Since our investigation so far, funnily enough, Tonya and I had actually made plans to go to the theater tomorrow to watch Odette's rehearsal. Which means, you can go in my place.
Spirit Seeker. Quite the classic, but Odette's been practicing it diligently, and it...
Tonya's excited for it too.
I've actually seen it. It's a tale of... But when that classic... Not an easy dance.
In that case, I'll let you take it from here, comrade.
You made a ton of progress. Next step is to head back to the theater and get a clear... Either way, Paimon doesn't get... Maybe this is going too far, but like... Why leave a letter when she could... So... If it is her, yeah! Well, no change, really.
Yeah, I wish you could be there too. If Odette is Lelik, She may well have inside information on project. Her father was involved with the projects early. It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without no. When she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui, how much did she let on? Only time.
Hey, look! It's snowing! Could be it's...
Here to see Odette? Perfect.
I think I'll leave the Lelic question until after the show's over. Child said he was originally going to come. Is there anyone here who look... Mr. Chuganov's back again by the looks of it. Oh. Oh no. It looks like...
Hello, members of the audience. Today's performance was a very special to commemorate this occasion.
All right, everyone, huddle in a little more.
Are you quite satisfied, Mr. Energy Scientist?
What are you talking about, Sarge? And wasn't the performance spectacular? In the future...
It was indeed a fine performance, but I must correct you on one point.
Working hours and non-working hours are just a social construct. Already? I mean, off we go then, Sarge. Back to the...
That has to be her. Excuse me. Your brother's busy today, so I took...
Oh...
What's wrong? Maybe she caught a cold on the...
I haven't seen snow like this in a long, long time.
I know. It's completely white out there.
Let's wait it out for now. You'd be lucky not to freeze.
Well, look at...
Let's wait.
Why do you need to take it so serious?
Come to think of it, there's a small inn not... I know the route well.
Sir, there's really...
Hey, it's no trouble at...
What a kind job.
So...
Don't worry about that. They will escort us back.
Operation Showtime? I gotta say, you've really turned this into...
It's snowing pretty hard out there.
Sure.
Time to get to work. I should head back.
Excuse me, are you looking for someone? Ah, a fan, I'm guessing? Sorry, but...
Bad...
What happened to the gentleman who...
I was thinking the same thing.
Whatever the reason for his delay, well,
You seem anxious.
It's been nearly 4 hours since I left the armory. They know how much I despise.
Surely a snowstorm.
Few things in this world can stop.
Why don't you go out and take a...
An absurd hypothesis. I have no intention of leaving.
This doesn't look like an ordinary... That guy who left earlier. It looked like he just vanished into thin air. Either that...
A man-eating snowstorm? Come on.
Traveler, didn't know you were coming today. How come you... Oh, right. I assumed you were looking... Whoa, that's quite a snowstorm out there.
Is weather like this rare?
Yeah, snow like this. I'm sure I've... Actually, I take that back. I don't...
If even Alosha thinks snow like this isn't normal...
We can't stay cooped up here forever. Someone needs to... No need. I have plenty of experience with snowstorms. Everyone by the door. Careful not to let the snow soak into your shoes.
Heading out, my man? Be careful.
Thanks for the advice.
He's back!
Did you see any soldiers?
Something about this. There's no one out there. This isn't your average snowstorm. I suspect it might be related to recent events in our nation.
Are you serious? You want to go outside and see?
This just turned from a minor delay and...
We can only hope that our friend who went to fetch the blankets just did...
Is it really that bad? But my dog...
Huh? What are you... Whoa! It's... So now we're stuck here? Oh, this is terrible. On the bright side, the theater, at least, fine by me.
This seems like a...
What are you staring outside?
Oh, your majesty, the Tsar. This is a golden...
I think I've changed my mind. Sir, if you...
It's getting colder. We need to keep the inn... Close the door and lock it.
And then there's the aristocrats. Because nothing horrifies... Well, look at that.
And I am Chuganov.
Are you really that fit?
Excuse me?
Oh.
My husband...
That's the price of hello.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Child must take great care of his sister.
You know, stuck in a strange place, Exactly.
Look after yourself.
This is highly irregular. A delay of over an hour.
Sarge, the day you learned... Why, hello, sir. Any friend of the theater's star performers is a
Greetings. I am here to ensure Mr. Mitia's...
Mr. Traveler. I've racked my brains, but I can't think of...
So, Miss...
Yes, that's right. Really? I can't even talk about that? All right, I won't say any...
I have to say...
I couldn't agree. Do you think we were coming on too...
What about you? What did you think of today's performance? I'll make sure to save...
This doesn't seem like the time or place to bring up the subject.
So unfair.
And now it looks like I... You know Mitia too?
No, I don't. I don't think it's ever been... Hey, have you seen Chuganov?
I'm with you. This could be just the chance we need.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a...
For the Rokad, or...
There are other... How's it looking, Alo?
No change from this afternoon.
May I have your attention? We at the theater in a few short months.
I'll pass on sleeping on the...
A drama about sleeping?
Not bad.
Anyone who doesn't...
I guess I'll call it a night. Though, I'm sure she'll be... I wonder if she's feeling...
Ah, finally. Welcome back to the world of the living, lazy bones. I was about to wake you. Still waking up, huh? You know, the black... Come on, let's keep heading up. Onwards and upwards.
What's going on? That black mist down there is creepy.
The Black Mist cultists believe that being swallowed by the Black Mist leads to everlasting peace. But if you ask me, they're just lying to themselves. We're the only heretics left. The only ones who refuse to give in. We have to keep going.
But how do you actually know that they're wrong?
Dangerous question there, Torgov. The moment your faith wavers, you start a chain reaction that ends in the collapse of your will. Put the question out of your mind. Stay strong and believe that the Black Mist means certain death.
Okay. I can't...
All this will pass eventually, I promise.
You accuse the Black...
The cult of the Black...
I am.
As much as I detest the Black...
Then I bid you both farewell. Fate always appears. Their fate was sealed from... Torgov and Sobolova are gone. I never thought the day would come when even they... Yes, this happens from time to time. But it won't be long before the... Well, we should make the most of the pressure... Huh?
What is it, Chuganov?
Is it morning already? Sounds like it's coming...
Don't look, Miss Tom.
What happened to them?
These two people have passed away. Have I seen this moment before?
Let me take a look. No vital signs in either. The cause of death, however, remains
But just last night...
Could they have had pre-existing medical conditions?
It's hard to believe that they died of natural. Who was the first to discover the body?
Then I noticed...
I can corroborate this. I was doing my morning exercise. I can also confirm that I didn't...
The snowstorm was raging all night, and it's...
You mean
Everyone, split into pairs and search the theater.
Backstage is clear. We checked the basement. Also clear.
Are we certain that the theater doesn't have...
No, there's nothing like that. If people were sneaking in, I also checked the windows. All of them are locked.
It sounds like we can safely...
This can only mean one thing. It's like one of those murder...
We can't quite jump to...
Could he be right? Said in a theater during a snowstorm.
Looking at who the killer targeted, it all adds up.
What is?
Both victims were wealthy, well-known local merchants. And the door was deliberately left open. Such ruth.
Lelik?
You mean Lelik is among us? And he's...
Lelik. I know this code name. Member of the Rokad. Walk me through your reasoning.
What now, huh? What now, Lelik? What more do you want from... You snuck into my house the other day while I was asleep.
So, he really was...
And now you're resorting to murder to threaten me. Isn't that right? Show yourself!
Was this really Lelik? If Odette really is Lelik, this seems out of... I'm probably the only one here with a compelling theory about what should...
I don't think it's like... At least from this... Besides...
Vodyanitsa doesn't know that Lelik might be...
Miss Vodyan...
Defense?
Well...
The case is still evolving.
Even so, there's no denying that the recent threat received...
So there's still a good... I can't...
Whoa. Take a beat. And whoever this Lelik is...
As much as I regret having to say... Because this thing's... Unless anyone has...
Alright, that was my bad. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't think it through. Luckily,
Since Vodyanitsa and I were on the
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you serious? Odette? Really? Odette?
Actually, it's exactly what you...
And now that... What are we up to now? Odette's identities. She's my coworker. It must be... I guess since I've always known her as a member of the Fatui, it never even crossed my mind that she could... I don't understand. If she...
Probably best if you ask her that in...
Well, since you waited until now to bring this up... Yeah. Lilac may not follow orders from the Rokot leadership, but as far as I'm concerned, she's never crossed the line. If anything, her act... We need to
Do you think she'd really admit to be...
I don't know. Now's her chance. Hey! Shh! Keep your So, alright, fine. None of us believes you kill innocent people. The Traveler was the first to figure out your identity. Still, it's clear where the group consensus is heading. We're your colleagues. So...
Alright, yes. And thanks, but I don't need you to cover for me.
Huh? You're...
That's right. I'll admit I was surprised at first when Shuganov guessed that I was here, but after taking some time to assess the situation...
are you... What?!
I don't know what game...
It's just one identity. So what if it's exposed? I made my peace with this when I chose, but more importantly, I promise. So, if anyone still insists otherwise, I suggest that you bite your tongue. Because...
Is this let's go.
A real no-nonsense attitude. I can see why...
Are you seriously buying this?
I do have one...
If I didn't... And that is exactly what the real culprit wants. I don't want to be the...
Despite all the accusations, she made the smart choice.
She thought so far ahead.
You've convinced me. Dealing with the murder case. Nevertheless, the group...
I understand.
Mr. Chuganov?
Good work, Lilac Guard team. And
Turns out Valeri knew about my exploits.
Shouldn't you be facing my way if you're guard?
If the true culprit...
Don't worry, Tonya. Once the snow stops... Aw, all right. Promise.
Don't indulge her.
You really do get...
Hey!
Don't be nervous, Miss Water.
Excuse me?
Hmm?
Oh. Wait, but how...
Primary mode of expression. I've not come across that.
Well, it's the emotions we...
I'm impressed, Shram. I didn't take you...
It's not about being cultured, and yet...
It's really not the big... Anyway.
Oh.
Hey, what are you implying?
Heavens!
It's getting late.
I suggest that we don't sleep in separate quarters tonight.
Are you saying that you... Then I propose the following arrangement for...
An excellent idea. I expect that plan to...
Actually, our field comp... That being said, I'm... In fact...
I care less about respect and more about... I'm calling dibs on being the...
It's almost time. Not going to...
It's finally time for Odette. I came here to get information.
How long are you gonna keep staring at... Couldn't sleep. Plus, there's some... I had a hunch that you wanted... I just had a simple... Rosaline. In her final moments... I see... No, she was utterly ruthless, and yet... Even though... Oh, she told you. I guess that makes sense. I think... Yes. Rosaline, when I was a child, it was extremely... I was a newcomer every day after enduring all that. Surely, any child... So, I put an equal amount... It was my way of telling her. I think she probably... One time, I told her. She looked stunned, but strangely, and after that, She never interfered with my dancing or asked me how she was. But even now, whenever I take out this core Ignis, I can't help but think of that night. Sort of. Although Gift, she knew the location. So, when news of Rosaline's death reached Snezhnaya, many people immediately... But I still wonder. I guess she didn't leave anything behind. Not that I expected her to. It's fine. It's just a bit of a shame that we couldn't She did. Huh. No, she didn't. I didn't even find out that she... Wait. In that case, okay.
There's something I'm trying to... Paimon's very important to me.
The ultimate goal of this energy experiment, the weapon's construction, was completed in Nodcry. Now, all that remains is to arm it with a sufficiently powerful energy. Yes, the weapon's development and all the related experiments are overseen by Lord Piero. I'm not sure why this experiment would be making Paimon feel unwell, though. Once we get out of here, I'll help you. And I'm hardly the organization's proudest member, as you
seem to be hitting it off.
I thought you were sleeping.
Of course I was.
Even if he was awake, he can't...
Well, thank you both for keeping watch.
Sure. This is our second night here, but I hope she's been sleeping. Why do... Seriously? Is this... Never...
Hey, what are you spacing out for?
How long have we been...
Time's lost all...
A start?
Whatever it's... But it seems like...
Monsters! Watch out!
Not again! I've lost count of how many times we run into them. Careful!
Backup is here.
Cryo Storm! Fighting Frog! Encase!
Here they come again! Get ready!
You wanna fight? Let's go! Gotta run.
What the? Encase!
Monsters ahead of us? The black mist behind us?
Fine.
Feels like there's no escape.
Are you hurt, Coop?
No. Yeah. Otherwise, why would it always be out of reach?
We know you mean well.
Thank you, friend. You're going to continue.
It's not an illusion. We really are getting closer to the star.
Congratulations. Yep. I'm the stop. The black mist has stopped rising. This is a good opportunity. What do you mean? Congratulations on reaching the starting point. Huh?
Rampana!
Is that...
Coolish! Wake up!
The situation is identical to that of...
At least there are some elements that we...
Weren't some of us keeping watch last night?
I'm as confused as you are.
Likewise. And from what I've observed...
To be honest, I didn't get a wink of sleep. I heard the Traveler and Lelik.
Me too. Then, what? I worked closely.
4 victims. I need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. And above all, keep Tonya safe. I'd never be able to look Child in the eye again otherwise.
Still snowing?
Yes, I just checked.
So we only have ourselves to rely.
If you ask me, this killer can clearly... Lelik must be...
Here we go again.
Listen, I was all... She's been playing...
That's a hideous thought.
How?
That's enough. But today's...
Who knows? Lelik is well...
Everything you said...
How can you defend her? All so you can get... Don't you...
Sir, but 4 people are turning against one another.
Little...
Even if... He's still...
I had no intention of resorting to... In any case, I believe...
I don't think there's any need for that. What is there to discuss?
Did you have an idea, Metia?
I've been mulling something over. But then there's the 2 double murder crime scenes.
So what do you suggest?
I think this could be a supernatural event. It isn't characteristic of human on human...
Correct me?
I got into scientific research because of my...
Now that you mention it...
Haunted? Yeah, I think I heard the same thing.
Well, this has taken an unexpected turn. A haunted theater.
Why don't we take this opportunity?
Very well.
Valeri.
Some sort of nope?
It's the on-duty logbook for the theater. He mostly used it to record any unusual incidents during a show. Yes, he'd always have this logbook with him.
This should confirm a lot of key detail.
Yes. The number of people Kulish took his duty, not to mention that this was a dress rehearsal, meaning smaller audience
We no longer have our tickets with us, do we?
Unfortunately not. The theater recycles tickets. Still.
Did an extra person just material...
Traveler. Alosha found it. We're both curious to hear your perspective.
An investigation report, huh? Looks quite old.
The theater manager must have hired an investigator once, specifically...
Presumably, the manager wanted to know if the supposed haunting was dangerous, while also... Anyway, the bottom line is, the haunting is actually real after all. It's caused by an obstruction in the
ley line problems are pretty unexceptional to me by this point. And while it's certainly it's hard to imagine what connection...
Some of the language that appears at the very end of the... My area of research doesn't touch on any of that. Huh? A piece of paper just fell out from the report. It landed right by your feet. How unnerving. It was tucked in. Death is near. But if so, how did...
Maybe things are more complicated.
No, wait a second. The report definitively concludes... The question is, what exactly does the note mean by death?
Tonya.
Not yet.
This looks...
Well, all right.
Huh.
Maybe it's a little rude. It's because her water imp parents belong to the aristocracy, who are driven... It's fine. My fault for not storing it properly. All right, give me my...
If we take all this together...
Oh, I beg to differ. This sounds to me like a product of...
Does it really sound...
Good. Okay, now... So, I'll share my theory first. Based on what we've learned from the logbook, if the killer had simply bought a ticket, it would have greatly... I expect he or she either hid in the theater ahead of time, or found a way to slip past.
What about the note found in
The killer may have simply planted...
So, it...
This theory makes sense.
Could it really be that?
So, in other... Then let me make one...
It's true.
I...
Probably a...
Hmm?
Especially after the
We have to catch this. Tonya received her ticket the same way I did. I assume Child got... I got my ticket from Child. Sounds like Chuganov went to a lot of I don't believe any of us here knew Shram before all this. Mr. Shram.
Huh? Me?
It's not that you stand out as suspicious.
Okay. Well...
Yeah, I had... Although, actually, last time, and...
Good grief. Are you...
Hey! I was just the bodyguard.
We don't need details.
Okay, okay. I'm just a little hesitant, even with me to protect her.
Really?
Huh?
Hmm? Why is...
Delicate time.
Yes?
If I'm not mistaken, the last significance of...
What's going on here?
All right, Mr. Mitya, you win this.
I'm just as amazed as you are.
Is someone going to explain what...
From the look on your face, you figured it out too, haven't you,
That seems to be the case. No. The theater's ley lines have been modified to block souls within its grounds from returning to them. Mr. Shram's statement proves, and according to the This is Mr. Valeri... For some unknown reason... Yeah, that... The contents of the death is near.
Yeah, the logic is clear now. Mr. Shram must be one such soul who died. So when the note said death is near, it must have been
someone who died.
In short, there's a dead person among us.
But even if I was dead...
Yeah, even if all that's true...
The ley lines have a powerful ability to attract and devour souls. Let's say that...
Huh. Why does this announce...
What happens when the black hole...
That could explain why we weren't...
It does seem to be...
Except there's no concrete evidence. Still, it seems like the...
Alright, so... How could Shram...
On the contrary, it's perfectly normal for a soul to wander the...
You know, I'm trying to remember and... I was the one who didn't... Well... My lady and I snuck out to go on it. All of a sudden, a group of people burst into the theater, shouting for all the water imps to get out. Performers and audience members included. It was clear the conflict between humans and Fae had reached a boiling point. I thought I could pull one over on them. So I took off my jacket, draped it over my lady, and tried to sneak out amid the chaos. But I got caught. They started, but I was going to do whatever it took to buy her a chance to escape. No matter how many people stood in my way. I had to. Both as their bodyguard. And out of love.
It's all right, friend.
It's just... If I'd known I was a dead man...
What?
No. I refuse to be a bird. I guess it's time...
Mr. Shram, I'm...
My good sir.
No.
Let it go, man.
Oh, Zoro, Oh, Auntie.
As long as she went on to be happy, there's no need to see me off.
Take care.
I knew Mr. Shram was already dead, but...
Death is cruel.
So, was the even a historical... All people know...
It seems to me like that's also why I just...
So...
Maybe it's not
all this time...
Alright. If Mitia's theory is correct...
Ugh, if only this blasted...
Looks like now we can just... I still can't believe
Knock knock.
Huh?
Knock knock. Think of it as a signal then. When I'm entering... Thanks.
So?
Vodyanitsa said you knew about but when everyone was discussing who Lelik could be, you were worried that revealing... Yes.
It's nothing. I mean, you didn't...
Actually, there's something else as well. So I thought I'd come and ask. It's about before all of this. The last time I saw him, he was, as I'm sure you know, my goal as Lelik was to stop Project Well, when I found out the tech lead for the experiment behind Project, I often saw him around the theater, so I decided to infiltrate the Armory Palace and go directly to his lab. Well, I suppose there was a bit of luck, but when I finally made it to his lab, Mitya seemed to be dead. I checked his breathing and his pulse. I thought maybe another anti-Project student.
That's why you were so on guard around Mitya that first night here.
Yes. When I saw him sitting in the audience during the performance, I could... To me, it was a miracle. Somehow, he'd come back from the dead. But then, the murder started, that is, until Mitya himself said there must be a dead person.
And yet, you thought that bringing it up right...
Exactly. Besides, we soon figured out that...
But now, it seems like there's another... I understand why you kept it to yourself.
So, what...
Let me confirm one thing first.
Around a week ago.
A week ago? That's earlier than I thought. I saw him just a few... He seemed completely normal to me.
So he was...
Here's a thought. The reason we even suspected a dead person could be among us was because of the problem with the theater. But Mitya's death happened inside the Armory Palace.
You're right.
I think the chances of it being him are very low.
Unless what?
Unless he really did come...
Huh, what's this? A private... Where do I line up?
That's...
Well, I was...
What is going on with this storm? Could it be
I almost hope it is. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa left to
Do you think people...
Death itself is cold.
Well, thinking back on it, once we get out of...
Are you okay?
Look who's missed...
Yeah, without...
I told you already.
Little girl?
Oh,
I've been so kind, especially when... All right. Are you taking it?
Yeah.
I see.
We should probably discuss arrangements for tonight. However...
shouldn't we take...
No need. I managed...
What a long day. This whole situation, but Valeri's right.
He's awake.
If you must call me something, call me Mr. Door. The Black Mist is coming. You need to go.
Are you all right? He just seemed to come out of nowhere. Not much of a talker, but Curses! The Black... Mr. Door, I don't believe I've ever seen you around here before. Why is that?
There's no need to try.
Looking for trouble?
Quick, get rid of them!
I can just push these ones off.
Well, anyway, we're lucky to have you here. Thanks for saving us earlier.
What the?
No need to thank me. This is where my duty lies.
Looking for trouble?
Halt! So we're doing this.
Ready to taste my fists?
Remarkable work, Mr. Door. If I had your muscles, I'd do the same. Are none of these doors the one you're looking for?
No.
Fighting frog!
Come closer. By my command.
Go! Encase!
Wait, look! There's more. No, no! Mr. Door!
Found it. This is... I am a door. This is...
No! You said...
You must keep...
But... Oh, you're... The black mist isn't... Surely I wasn't. Oh, okay. Hmm?
What? I guess everyone's still asleep? Larry?
Wake up!
Just like the last 2 nights. No clear cause of... But for me...
How's Tony?
I just checked on her, and it doesn't seem like anything serious.
That means Valeri was the only one.
If Valeri was awake and keeping watch, it would have been impossible.
This is...
Actually, one thing has changed. There's only one victim this time.
But Mr. Schramm was all... No similar cases have... Can a death at night... After the deceased Schramm left, there was one... It's a reasonable... The number of people who die each night is
Exactly. We identified By that logic...
Another one?
Having an extra person was...
One more dead person among us. If Mitya's theory is right, it's just, at the time...
I'm sorry. This is my fault.
I'm partly to blame as well.
What is this about?
Sounds like there's some big news. Wow.
Odette and I talked about it yesterday, but...
Yeah, I don't blame you. Let me just try and verify this. But I honestly have no recollection of dying.
Having seen Mr.
Well, if it isn't Mitya...
If you don't mind me asking, Traveler, I believe you mentioned...
No, never.
Now just 1 minute. You're in the hot seat.
Trying to pick a...
You!
Did Mitya ask about Tonya? I suppose I only identified her by age, and nothing else.
I'm just saying. You're going... I can vouch for her, if nothing else. I've seen her before.
Oh, really?
Since being here, I don't think I ever mentioned she was Child's sister
If Chuganov can vouch for her, then it can't be Tonya either. Miss Odette, could you go over that?
No problem.
matter how hard I try, I just can't. Miss Vojanitsa, during our last meal together, I told you how some...
Oh, yeah. You said it was hindering the...
Right. And even though I don't remember dying that day, some of my memories from that afternoon...
Are you suggesting you're missing the...
Of course. How am I only just realizing this?
You mean being silently assassinated?
The researcher's amnesia. I must thank you, Odette. I think your perspective...
Oh, leave!
Come on, kid.
I have other reasons beyond what's been discussed. I remember during Miss Odette's performance, while I was sitting in... I can't remember it now at all.
No. There's a glaringly obvious flaw in that idea, no?
I believe Miss Odette's... All it would take... There's no evidence to suggest... Please relax. If, on the other hand...
Mitya's right. This is the only thing we can try right now.
What is a scientist with this snowstorm? But if I do get resurrected, you can be sure that I'll come back with a true...
Poor Mr. Meat.
Maybe it's a good... Maybe it's the real... Come to think of, you could take it as... If I make it up...
Without regret, I feel like a strange sense...
Are you okay?
If something's bugging you...
I have a travel companion named Paimon.
You're worried about...
To be honest... But with Paimon by my... She loves... Over the last few days that... But by the time I'm trying to overcome the...
I don't know if this will make... I could be surrounded. Later on, I start... All we can do, so...
Thank you.
But, Vodian... That's just the choice. Like I said before, our songs have... But... So I made the choice.
Could you... Oh. I've never heard that one before.
Color me impressed, Tonya. You're a keen listener. Most people can only tell if a song is happy or sad. I didn't think you'd be able to pick up on such specific details. I've actually never... It means something like... May those we have lost watch over us, and follow this song back home in the night. So that...
No wonder I could hear...
It's getting late, Tonya.
Okay.
Of course.
Once I get out of here. But I guess that means I'll never... Before I fall asleep... Where it's so dark and...
Return, O spirits. Fulfill your oath of protection. No time for questions. All right, we're safe. This, sort of. I know it. Yup.
A bit more than a bummer.
Sure I do. I specialize...
Thanks.
All right, there's... We need to reach the next switch before the place gets too dark. If we bring the light back, Night Prayer won't be able to get to us. Sweet, sweet light! It's back! Shh! It's Night Prayer. We need to move quick, but don't let her notice you. Look out! bridge is just up ahead. Hurry! It's too dark. Traveler! I won't let you die.
Even though it's not permanent, dying is death.
Great.
Yeah.
Time for you to get up.
What about you?
I can't. I've a guardian spirits. I might not look in. I can go no further.
Why didn't you tell?
Because.
But.
Go.
Well, I can.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
Take a long, hard look at. I suspected you on. And you, little hunter.
Now you're just lashing. Where was all this passion?
Is that a.
After all the trauma, Valeria and Mitya aren't here anymore. But first, I need to think this through. Considering everyone left, who. I clearly remember Miss. Of those who remain, the only people are easily missed, but Mr. Chuganov vouched for Tonya's identity yesterday. With. Tonya, how's your brother Ajax?
No.
Chuganov.
I knew you were behind this, Chuganov. Everything about you is fake. Down to the wife and daughter that night when I infiltrated your. But thinking back.
Even that was a lie?
Curses! Oh!
The reason I'm always. It's not a very. After a while. So one day, he agreed. We got to the theater.
Oh.
When I woke up. But there's no way, Tonya. Yeah, I know. After all of that. I'm sorry.
Your name probably isn't even Tonya, is it?
Well, when I was little. When we. So when you first. I thought he must. At least your memory of. Now it's your.
And the truth of the matter is, I lost them. My daughter's name was Iskra. After Iskra passed, one day when I soon discovered...
Nothing more than a pathetic means of escape, so explain your fault.
The night before last, when I was chatting with Tonya, she combined with her various symptoms. The snow cough used to be in it, but the year after my daughter passed away, it turned out that all previous treatments were complete. That was the final straw for me. So, poor Miss Tonya.
So, you projected your daughter?
That doesn't make any sense. You knew.
I just don't believe. How can you just declare a living person? Mitya's gone. My good buddy Shram's gone. The others, I can make. I just want her to live. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you. Not again! Not this.
Mr. Chuganov, by the sounds of it, I'm not happy about that.
No.
Oh, despite all the. Since the day I'm very. And that's why I'm not fond of you at all, Mr. Chu. It's them that you own up. Well then, I suppose...
You're leaving already?
My name is Patap. Feels strange.
Tashka.
What are you doing, Chuganov? Are you
Let me leave.
In your dreams, the Fatui have helped... I think we should leave. I doubt this snowstorm is
Wait. We finally solved the mystery of the haunted
Fair enough.
And yet you won't let me dive.
Hey, Chuganov.
Is this really the time? All right, fine.
Am I hearing things? There it is again.
Should we open?
Is this it? If the last few days, whatever lies be...
everyone.
How are you doing?
Much better, thanks. Let me see. Vodyanitsa died last night. And...
Not Tonya.
First, tell us how you made it back here.
You're right. The thing that got me back safely was... a song. I heard someone singing. After walking into the snowstorm, my mind grew hazy. I don't know how long I walked through the storm before my mind completely slipped away. Then, suddenly, I heard the sound of singing. The voice instantly brought me back to my senses, and I regained consciousness. So I followed the voice, searching for the source of the singing. I searched and searched, until finally...
I've actually never performed this song in the theater before. It means something like...
That must have been...
That song is meant...
Huh. No kidding. When I first stepped out of the theater, I remember the outside world being completely different than what I'd expected. I don't know how else to describe... And as for the Requiem, but I didn't experience...
You don't seem any different to me, either. Both Shram and...
This raises a truly terrible thought. Dreams, can't it? Mitya's soul was summoned back by the Requiem, confirming, of course, if then maybe we've all been dead from the very...
Yes. I think...
What did you say?
You heard me. We died in the theater. All of us did. But due to... It's ironic, really. Do you remember that note? Death was nearer than we wanted to think all along.
So all our attempts to survive...
Hard to say. At the very least, we hope the presence of those two is probably what caused our souls to be drawn in by the ley lines.
If what you're saying is true, no wonder. This afternoon, when I was moving Vodyanitsa...
That's further proof that those aren't physical bodies at all, but merely our shells here in...
Am I? Really? No. That's
I still find it hard to believe that all of us are dead.
Exactly. It's hard to I racked my brains trying to remember the cause of my death. Wait. Hold on. Right before I lost consciousness, I think I can't remember.
Mitya, your hand.
Huh? You're right. There's blood on the fingertips of my right hand. Looks like it's already dried. What the... I guess... What's wrong?
It's... Renova. The ruler of death.
Huh?
Alosha, do you It was about the Grim Reaper. When someone's about to die, and as soon as you recognize him...
I heard a similar tale when I was little. You think that...
That's right. In which case, death is near.
When I first saw this note, I thought it
So, the Grim Reaper deliberately...
By that logic, the one person... Identifying the Grim Reaper... No doubt about it. Looking back at it... Is it you, Alosha? You were the first to
So? Sure, what if someone else found the
There's no denying it.
That's not all. I've also noticed, looking back now, even though you didn't say much...
What do you mean?
You were the one who emphasized how dangerous it was outside and insisted we all stay here. It was also you who suggested that and earlier today, you tried to convince Patashka to stay. I don't understand why.
So, you didn't understand my intentions, and now you're
He still won't admit it.
The biggest question I have right now is...
No. The rule... No. No. Not... That's right. Right at the start. When all this began, right after the performance ended, and it wasn't until we discovered, but it's clear now. that the oddities actually started earlier.
Right. So, Mr.
And if we pinpoint that Alosha, you are the only person who walked into this.
More precisely, Alosha never.
Not bad. Well, since you've backed me into a corner, I suppose there's no point in keeping up the act anymore.
Alosha?
You're the.
I am no such tired cliché. Mortals should address me as the ruler of death. Before being wiped out for good, you identified the two.
I heard you can ferry souls. Those deaths each night.
Your initial conclusion was correct. Due to the existence of the two deceased, every night they devoured and here. Take a look.
What do you do?
That takes care of today's two. Don't get so worked up.
I know we're already dead.
Murdered? No. Murder is when mortals usurp my authority. Death is my jurisdiction. If I require someone to die, I need not resort to such laborious methods as murder. You simply met the criteria to trigger my curse of death.
I know about the curse of immortality. You cursed us?
So often, humans pray to me, begging to know when their death will come, and what form it will take. But few people ask why.
So you're not gonna tell us the truth?
Hold your tongue. Those angels from the...
Work? So trapping us here, making us watch our friends die?
You clearly have a lot of questions. After the physical body dies, the soul must... My work encompasses the entire You must also be rather familiar with Natlan's Night Kingdom, I presume? Here, too, the ley lines connected to the theater underwent some modification, but this actually hindered their ability. This effect manifested itself after you died from the curse in the theater, leaving you stranded in the afterlife, unable to achieve a complete death. But if souls who die from the curse of death fail to return to the ley lines within a short window of... then, they will remain forever...
So if you don't resolve this matter soon, and see all our...
Mitya sharp. This must be what Renova was worried might happen. But if you have the authority to guide souls, why didn't you just show yourself and get it over with?
You seek to understand the mind of a... This is a theater, and I decided I wanted to watch a show about death. That's why I encouraged you to take the events to the stage. I found myself getting quite immersed. I suppose the entertainment you provided makes up for all the trouble you've caused me by being so defiant in the face of death. There.
Can't say I am.
Really? But it
Just moments ago, you were complaining about how infuriatingly... Work is work, I get it. There are times when it's a huge...
That's a rather unique perspective for a human. Due to the obstruction in the theater's ley lines, there was... Revealing my identity too soon would inevitably have led to... Then there was the issue of the two lost souls you called the deceased. The way you...
That's what I don't understand. If all of us were souls of the dead, what made their presence among us special?
For centuries, they have refused to return to the ley lines, exploiting the issues created by the angel civilization. Centuries of obsession accumulated during this process. It reached the point where I could not afford to leave it unchecked. But the only way to fix it was to help them acknowledge their own deaths. Only then, with my...
I vaguely remember seeing Batashka, but in the most...
I see your dreams brought you many revelations. Anyway, that is more of an angel's role. Meanwhile, of course, their presence caused the souls of other members of your party to return to the ley lines each night. From where I stand, that was killing two birds. As both issues slowly resolved one another with... And, of course, well,
Sounds like you had it all I just did the math. You said there's a hard limit...
That much is obvious.
It's time to review this whole affair. If the ley lines can only take... Looking back now, none of us had the faintest idea at the time. From the moment that staff member named Demoff walked into the snowstorm, the incident had already begun. Alosha was the second to walk into during this process. During our first night in the theater, everyone was caught up in the novelty of it all. No one could have expected there would be victims the very next morning. Despite all the confusion, and with the help of hindsight, we finally began to realize that something was amiss with the snowstorm. The ley lines Odette and I spoke a lot that night. 3 people were on watch, but in the morning, we discovered that someone had fallen victim all the same. Now, The deaths of Kulish and Rampana caused everyone to stop suspecting Lelik. Unexplainable phenomena occurred one after another, leading Mitya to suspect that we were caught up in a supernatural event. Later, we discovered that there seemed to be an extra person among us, and subsequently discovered the existence of the deceased. Mr. Schramm. No. He thought it was all over, but Mr. Valeri's death was a rude awakening for everyone. The ley lines consumed him during the night. A lot happened today. Mr. Valeri's death led us to discover the connection between the number of deceased and the number of victims during the night. The fact that there was more than one deceased seemed to bring us back to square one. Odette revealed some information she had been keeping to herself. Vodyanitsa was swallowed by the ley lines in her sleep, but the requiem she sang before falling asleep was quite a game changer. Although Mitya did, the void in the ley lines hasn't been filled, so let's rule out Mitya for now. As it happened, Patashka filled the void left by Mitya's return from the ley lines by walking into the snowstorm this morning. The girl I thought was child sister Tonya turned out to be another of the theater's deceased. Come to think of it, Patashka was about to walk into the snowstorm and Renova, unaware that Mitya would return, was concerned that her soul would overflow from the ley lines. That's why she used Alosha's voice to try and persuade her to stay behind. Looking back, I suppose that was an early slip-up on her part. No one could have expected anyone who walked into the snowstorm to return. But just after nightfall, Mitya returned, bringing crucial information with him. Various truths began to surface, including that all of us were already dead, and that the ruler of death was here among us. Then, after revealing her true form, Renova callously claimed 2 souls. In fact, everyone was already dead by the time we took the photo. And in the days since, we've experienced many more partings in the afterlife. Now, only Mitya and I remain. And the true culprit behind everything still stands before us. And it's all... That covers everything.
Your work isn't finished here yet, is it? The Traveler and I are still standing here.
The Water Imp's song threw things off a little, but it is of no consequence. The ley lines have already anchored your soul, and the first ray of light tomorrow morning will take you back. I, meanwhile, Need to review my attitude towards the Water Imp race?
So the reunion in the night that Vodyanitsa mentioned. I suppose that was never meant to be a permanent reunion.
That just leaves you, Traveler. My power only allows me to temporarily separate your soul from your body. The ley lines of Tevat would not accept you, and your soul is firmly anchored to your body by your will. For a descender like you, who is not bound by Tevat's rules, your death can only be brought through the most violent of means, such as directly destroying either your body or soul. I have no interest in involving myself with Descenders. For now. Although, this may change if Asmodee remains missing, or you insist on interfering with our affairs.
One last question then. All our
Death abides no reason. Besides, what you call sacrifice is merely a concept created by humanity. To me, it is nothing more than a self-indulgent charade in the face of death. Mere mortals fantasizing that their actions could reclaim something from my grasp. A truly laughable idea.
Grim Reaper, you really know how to get on my nerves.
I'm not here to ingratiate myself with you. I kill merely because your deaths are necessary.
Oh, you've made that quite clear. But humans don't take well to being scorned. Not even by the gods.
This is futile. You must know that you are powerless against me in my own domain. I suggest that you save your strength.
For what? Maybe we can't change it. But if nothing else, we can at least teach you to have some respect for the dead.
Audacious.
How are you holding?
What?
How much do you...
What?
Has Odette already... Mitya?
Oh.
Don't you remember?
Yeah, I remember now, comrade. Looks just like me when Odette found me at the Armory Palace. For some reason, everyone killed by the Ruler of Death eventually came back to life. Just with one catch. They forgot what happened while they were dead.
Odette and the others have already forgotten everything.
Could this be the reason? You don't? Huh. Okay, I guess that makes sense. I carved this into my hand in the afterlife, so it's not visible in the physical world. Does that mean I carved this symbol into my soul? What an unsettling thought. Still, at least I get to remember what happened. What about you, though? The Ruler of Death mentioned that you're a descender?
A full explanation would get complicated very quickly. But that's essentially it.
Well then, now that it's all over, the first thing I notice is that everything here is precisely as we left it, right before our deaths. This confirms that time passes differently in the afterlife than in the real world.
They say that right before death, time slips.
That must be how you know you have one foot in the afterlife by that point. Anyway, clearly the few days we spend in the afterlife probably only amounted to a few short minutes in the real world. This also aligns with previous reports of widespread temporary memory loss among the Armory Palace personnel. To those unaware of the truth, dying and coming back to life must feel similar to a short bout of catatonia. This leaves me with a couple big questions. What are the conditions that trigger this so-called curse of death? And why are we resurrected after we die?
If nothing else, I think it shows that killing us wasn't her ultimate goal. We still don't know her true reasons for subjecting us to death.
Right. This time only got complicated because of the situation with the theater's ley lines. That's why she had to approach it differently. If the previous incidents of amnesia among the researchers are anything to go by, come to think of it, wasn't I about to note something down before I died? I can't remember what it was, but... sorry, Traveler. I'll catch you.
Sir, if I may, no one of your description has ever... Yet, you two seem very familiar. And, by the way, have we...
I can explain everything. Could you help me gather everyone in the theater in one place?
So, Chuganov really is going to shut down the factory. I guess this theater incident So, you said I promised to take you to the... Agreed. Let's check in on her first. The whole reason for...
I'm finally back. Even though a long time has passed from my... I should keep my emotions in check when I see
Wait. The atmosphere... Shh. Stay...
Have we still not been able to notify Child yet? We need... I'm so sorry.
Tell me, what...
It was the Jester. He came here in person and escorted Miss Paimon away. He's the director of the Fatui. His authority supersedes all...
How long ago did he leave?
It was about an hour ago. Miss Paimon was fast asleep at the time. The Jester simply...
Do you know where they went?
The Armory Palace, most likely. Lord Piero, I'm surprised he came in person. Whatever his reason for taking Paimon...
Then lead the way.
Okay, let's go. It's just up ahead.
No, I'll go alone. You know I'm planning to force my way in.
I was hardly planning on taking you through the official channels, and I may be a Fatus. Paimon's safety is paramount right now.
If you say so.
Let's go. There's...
Hey, who are you? This part of the Armory Palace is under restricted access. What do you think you're doing?
No questions, please. We're short on time. Deal with you for
Jams. I'll make short work of you. The story has only just begun.
Trim, I won't.
Shadow me.
Mission.
Crystalline Adagio. Nothing but a scratch.
Get back!
The footsteps of influence. Together.
Let's Furious. Can't end here.
I can still... Everybody stand back!
A turning point in fate! We unstand.
Out of my sight!
Race to the slaughter.
Where is
Now, you have a pass. Where are you coming from? So, you're intruders, huh? You blame me for what happens next!
Bet you weren't ready for this! Take too long.
The Armory Palace is hidden this deep in? This place is much bigger than I imagined.
They're conducting top-secret research after all. The deeper it's hidden, the better, is standard Fatui logic.
The style doesn't really look like the Fatui's handiwork, though.
They must have requisitioned some structures from a past civil...
We're in for a tough... Intruders! Stay alert!
Struggle all you want.
Crystalline Adagio.
Intruders? Don't come any closer!
Just what are you guys trying to do here?
Short work, it's your skull! Mission...
The snowflakes.
Everybody stand out! Yeah!
Let's fight! Like lambs to the slaughter.
No one interferes with the Jester's work!
A turning point in fate!
I'm going in!
Tremble! I will judge.
Pretty sharp.
Looks like no one's guarding this place.
There's something off about that decoration over there. Look out!
Let's deal with these before we move on.
Leave none standing.
The researchers here probably don't know that we're uninvited guests. Let's try not to hurt them.
What's the big star from the theater doing here?
That's Miss Odette. She's a member of the Fatui. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Was the whole reason for Project Stuja to support the research here at the Armory Palace? Just what are the Fatui and the Tsaritsa planning?
Whoa! Who are you? Never seen you around here before.
Looks like there's no way through here.
Maybe using the power of this prism could help?
I think I see some images.
It's the prism's power at play, causing images of the past to reappear.
Paimon. And the Jester. Is this another scene from the past?
Yes. It looks quite old, though. I don't think it happened in the recent past.
What's going on here? What happened?
The source seems to be the Armory Palace. They must have started some large-scale experiment.
Wait, what if this has something to do with Paimon? We need to hurry!
We're almost there. The Armory Palace is just up ahead.
Paimon, please be okay.
Story has only just begun! Listen.
Crystalline Adagio.
No fairy tale ending for you.
I won't.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up! Burn!
Let's begin. Lots of the snowflakes. That's it.
I'm going in!
Maria sweeping in!
What's going on? It's the curse of death. No, Odette. Is this the... I need to find a way back to reality. Is that... Odette? No signs of life. Did Odette Thank you, Odette, but... Sure enough, everyone here has been affected by the... Paimon! Paimon! No, wait. Paimon probably didn't escape Renova's curse either. She won't be able to respond to me right now. I'll have to find her myself. Nitya! Is this the laboratory he works in? What happened here to trigger the curse of death again so soon? I'll have to ask him when he wakes up. Finding Paimon has to take priority now. Found her. Paimon really is here.
You don't learn, do you? You've already been involved in one mass. This might have passed for a coincidence the first time. Judging by your in that case, a civilization that fails to learn its lesson. And as a descender, you are perfectly suited to be the lifeline to which a dying...
No advice needed.
Suit yourself. When the day of reckoning arrives, not even a descender can hope to escape unscathed. The time for resurrection fast approaches. The mortals here are not yet worthy to behold my form. That thing is coming with me. You awoke sooner than I thought. The curse of immortality is stubborn, unable to enter the ley lines, yet not content to remain a spirit.
Ruler of death, what do you want?
You perplex me. Both you and you. That thing may be a creation of Celestia, but it possesses none of Celestia's power, let alone authority. Your obsession with it baffles me. No matter, the resurrection will soon begin. It's worthless anyway. I'll reclaim it next time.
Hey, who says there'll be a next time?
Traveler?
I missed you, Paimon. It was... you seemed...
Yeah, I'm the jester and that guy.
So, apologies for leaving in such a hurry. Rest assured that your companion is perfectly safe.
I suppose this is our first of...
But why would a big ship...
As I said when you first arrived in Snesh.
Oh yeah, you did mention...
I'm afraid the reminiscing will have to wait.
The good news is, my hypothesis. As for the bad news, I recommend we suspend the experiment and...
I will trust your judgment.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
By whatever means necessary, so long as it removes the threat she... After what just happened, I've ascertained Renova's...
Okay.
What she's doing is blocking Snezhnaya's technological progress, preventing us from possessing any means with which... So, any ideas, research, just now for instance. As expected though, the moment the experiment, all that effort, not to mention the energy and materials...
Does that mean something similar happened?
That's right. During the performance, I thought of so the nature of the curse seems to be... Of course, that meant the curse was normally limited to the Armory Palace, since outsiders are forbidden until Odette came along. I believe she was the first...
But you mentioned something about a final stage...
That's right. But, as I'm sure Renova anticipated, even incremental progress has its limits.
You mean, the experiment you were just...
Yes, we were at a critical juncture, a moment where the quantitative, but now, after already being forced to fumble, as long as Renova's curse of death persists.
And with Project Stuja having been in effect all this time, only by eliminating Renova first.
She's the ruler of death! She can just kill whoever she wants, right? That's gotta be the...
We'll see. But one thing's for sure. She did...
You're sick...
Wouldn't it be easier to just kill all of us researchers for good? Why resurrect us over and over again? Why let us advance...
So, you're saying even the ruler of death has limitations we don't know about?
Exactly.
Regardless, the ruler of death, our goal.
The Fatui.
For a long time, but hearing the jester admit it is still what kind of road?
In that case...
Look, granted. Get some rest. While there is yet time.
I remember hearing the term...
Yeah,
As you know, Project Stuja is a series of measures enacted to... Many of the things you have encountered thus. This includes the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau in Notdry.
And that's a weapon built for the...
Huh?
I was given some intel, and I made some deductions.
Wait. You must mean...
Kuvaki alone will not break through Celestia's defenses. The Heavenly Principles are no doubt accustomed to combating the power of the Light Realm. And elemental energy is, for now, therefore, we have... You could say that by reverse engineering the stellar linchpins to extract the energy within.
The Kuvaki Experimental Design... And it looks like your plan...
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa has embarked upon an expedition.
Seems like the powers that be in Snezhnaya don't intend to hold my passcode.
The Harbingers have been granted
You read my mind.
Speaking of the Gnosis...
The Gnosis will undoubtedly serve as a key bargaining chip.
What do you mean?
Taking on the Heavenly Principles is something most...
Into that today, our civilization, only by... Otherwise, the fate...
Accepting potential...
Furthermore...
Huh? All of them?
Then the birth of the Hilly Churls, the rules of Natlan's Ode of Resurrection. Those are curses too?
Yes. Even a god's love.
What?
The Tsaritsa has always had ample... If she can seize their authority, look forward to it. Though the ordinary people of Snezhnaya may not understand, we all believe.
Paimon really doesn't remember...
Allow me to explain. It's because she comes...
Paimon?
Oh, right. I was blinded by anger earlier. Thinking back on it.
As you know, the lunar fragments in Nodkrug with the first application of this technology. I used this technology upon them. I presented her to the Vinster King. Perhaps you too were burdened with...
It's not just your memory. What was Paimon like?
Unfortunately, when you arrived in Con during the time you lived in Conria, your personality... On the contrary. But now, as I see it...
Noted. But, Traveler? Even though you know Paimon's some...
Thank you for telling me so much. I'm a bit surprised, honestly.
Given the circumstances...
Ally?
To advance Project Mistleton, we must first resolve our issue.
That's right. Ever since she said she intends to reclaim Paimon when we next meet, I figured reconciliation was out of the question.
Against an opponent of this caliber...
You're going to challenge the ruler of death? Just for Paimon? Thank you!
The Tsaritsa will return in triumph in short order, and the...
Got it. Thanks for your help.
There was just... Of course,
Certainly. While the technology is not yet fully developed,
Dad!
Paimon? You're okay.
Long story short, yep, Paimon's up!
That's right. When I woke up, I wanted to go in after you, but the guards... So, I returned...
It was thanks to you that my soul found its way back to my body.
Huh. That actually worked? Nice. I just figured I'd try my luck when that ominous feeling struck me. Really, you should be... Anyway, and now that...
Director Chuganov, you're back. We just received notice that Project Stuzha, this is the preliminary plan. In addition to expanding production capacity, we've also just... Our calculations indicate that the factory's profits will...
That won't be necessary. Leave the energy for those who need it. Whether they use it, just start preparing to halt production and lay off the staff. Make sure the workers are able...
am I hearing you right?
I just... suddenly don't want to do this anymore, Miss Grant.
Dear esteemed members of the Rokot, given the effects of Lelik's radical actions upon our organization's reputation and social stability, considering that Lelik did what they did for the benefit of the people, the Rokot has... Lelik will be suspended for a period of time, depending on their future... The purpose of this notice is to remind everyone once again that motives and... Even with Project Stuzha's suspension and our interim operational... We act only for the greater...
We act only for the...
You mean for us?
Just thinking out loud, I've never seen the snip...
Parece que la calma ha
I
llegado.
once thought I'd come here. But I understand everything now, Rosaline.
I've seen Spirit Seeker performed many times, including by your mother.
Why do you bring that up all of a sudden?
Even though the choreography is always identical.
So you actually want to talk to me about ballet?
I just think it would be a pity if the dance was lost to history. She didn't teach it to you, did she?
That was an unusually subtle taunt for you.
We embraced one another on the snow-swept plains, melting the ruthlessness of time. But when our bodies, in pieces, are cast to the winds, what of our love will remain behind?
Don't tell me you can't sing.
Shush. I understand her hatred. The Fatui robbed her of the life she should have had. I never opposed her dancing. Yet still I became an enemy of her ballet. I'll just keep my distance. Many despise me. I'm used to it.
You're certainly not one to shy away from confrontation. But children, they need a different approach.
I'm hardly the most maternal figure.
Yet, she is a child. In my experience, while a father commands authority, he must still yield to love. You should tell her what you think about her dancing. Odette will soon take the stage at the Koralyevsky Theater. This could be your chance.
Geonosis secured. It went smoothly. I'll be there. Have them send me an invitation.
Sadly, things didn't work out. Her final words are inside that block of ice.
This? Aren't these for monitoring her subordinates?
Not yours. This one isn't her witch's flame, but my two worlds' flames. The two worlds' flames can burn away memories. It was my parting gift to Rosaline.
If all goes to plan, she and I will both live to see that Tsaritsa succeed. I believe she'll find peace. But if anything happens to me, she needn't follow in my footsteps. The cryo-energy will fade away in time. Then the two worlds' flames will burn away all memories of the Fatui. She'll be free to dance. She deserves this.
I will handle the aftermath. The choice is yours, child.
Fresh air at last! Oh, it's nice to finally know. Like, who cares if Paimon's a... And like you said, this doesn't have to change anything between us. You're not gonna...
You've spent the last few days lying in bed and stuffing your face. I didn't think you'd be able to fly this fast.
Says who? Paimon originally... Wait, the local snitch...
I thought you were in the mood.
Paimon can read while she flies. Hey, look at these two dogs.
Oh, I thought we were only There you are.
Paimon will grab this. Huh? Huh? How many layers does this thing have? A whole bunch of people are...
I know that voice.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. About that. That was... kind of embarrassing. Oh, right. Let me
Hello, Tony.
Hello, hello. Firstly, I'm really sorry about my brother.
Hey now. Why'd you...
So she's the...
She said you two didn't manage to meet up at the theater. She waited ages for me, and when I did...
I know, right? He didn't bother to say a word to me. I searched up and down the city for him, and he only told me about it when I finally caught him at the gates of Glupov.
I've been rushed off my feet lately, so I didn't get the chance to go home.
Well, the snow was bad, and you're never late. So I was really...
I'm sorry, Tonya. I really am.
Although the mix-up led to a series of misunderstandings, it's probably... Besides, it's obvious that Tartaglia isn't usually one to break a promise. He only gave his ticket...
No, it's fine. It just...
I would say... the best is...
Huh? What kind... Hey! What?
Thank you for completing today's commissions.